So the question number 26 is, a cylinder of fixed capacity 44.8 liters contains a monatomic gas at the standard temperature and pressure. The amount of heat required to cylinder the amount of heat required to cylinder by 10 degrees Celsius. Actually they want to increase the temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, so the volume, how much they have given? 44.8 liters. Okay, now we know that 1 mole of gas occupies 22.4 liters. Okay, 1 mole of gas. So we can say that number of moles will be equals to 44.8 divided by 22.4, that is 2 moles. Okay, now they are asking the heat required. So heat we can write on as delta Q will be equals to N CV delta T. Okay, so number of moles are 2, CV is monatomic gas, so it is 3 by 2 into delta T and C into R. Delta T is 10. So if you solve this, how much you will get? 10 R. So 10 R is 30 R. 30 R is the answer. Okay. Now question number 27. At which of the following temperatures would the molecules of a gas have twice the average kinetic energy that they will have at 20 degrees Celsius? Okay. So we know that kinetic energy is proportional to temperature. So we can say that kinetic energy 1 by, means in first case divided by kinetic energy in second case, will be equals to T1 by T2. Okay. So at which of the following temperatures would the molecules of gas have twice the average kinetic energy? So if the kinetic energy E1 is E, then E2 will be 2E. It should be equals to T1. So at what temperature? 20 degrees Celsius. So 20 degrees Celsius means 273 plus 20 means 293 Kelvin. So it is 293 Kelvin divided by T2. Okay. So T2 will be equals to 293 into 2. So twice the average kinetic energy that they will have at, so how much you will get? 586, that will be in Kelvin. So to get in Celsius, minus 273. So this is 313 degrees Celsius. So the answer is 313 degree Celsius. Okay. Now question number 28. So in question number 28, what they've given, the air density at Mount Everest is less than that the sea level. It is found that the mountaineers that for one trip lasting a few hours, the extra oxygen needed by them correspond to 3000 centimeter cube at the sea level. The pressure is 1 atmosphere and temperature is 27 degrees Celsius. Assuming that the temperature around the Mount Everest is minus 73 degrees Celsius and the oxygen cylinder has a capacity of 5.2 liters, the pressure at which O2 be filled. So they are asking the pressure at which O2 be filled. Okay. So we can say that at sea level PV is equals to nRT. PV is equals to nRT. Okay, so P is 1, volume is 30 into N is, N we have to find out, R is 0.0821. Okay, into temperature is 27 degrees Celsius means 300 Kelvin. So from this the value of N you will get as 1.22. The value of N, how much you get? 1.22. Now at the Mount Everest, we can say that at Mount Everest number of moles will remain same. So we can say that PV, P into V is how much? 5.2 is equal to N. N is 1.22 into R is 0.0821 into temperature is minus 73. So that will be equals to 200 Kelvin. Okay. So if we solve this, P will be equals to 3.86 atmosphere. Clear? So we got answer is 3.86. So that is given in option number 3. So the answer is 3. Now question number 29. At the same temperature and pressure which and volume of the two gases, which of the following quantities is constant? Okay. So we know that if the temperature is same, average kinetic energy will be same. kinetic energy is depending on temperature. If temperature is same, we can say that kinetic energy will be same. So for this question number 29, answer will be 3. Now we will move on to question number 30. So in question number 30, the ratio of specific heat of gas at constant pressure and specific heat at the constant volume for a diatomic gas is more than that of monatomic gas. So specific heat of gas at constant pressure and the specific heat at constant volume for diatomic gas is more than that for monatomic gas. So we know that specific heat of gas at the constant pressure Cp is given by F by 2 plus 1 into R, and constant volume is given by F by 2 into R. Okay. So okay, so they are asking comparison between the monatomic and diatomic gas. Okay, so see this is the formula of Cp. Okay, so for monatomic gas, Cp by Cv will be equals to how much? If you take Cp by Cv, monatomic gas F will be equals to 3. Okay, so that will be equals to 5 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. So it will be equals to 5 by 3. Okay, for diatomic gas, similarly we can calculate diatomic gas Cp by Cv will be equals to, it is for diatomic gas F will be equals to 5. So it will be 7 by 2 divided by 5 by 2. So it will be 7 by 5 means 1.4, and this is how much? 1.6. So first statement is wrong because for monatomic gas it is more than for diatomic gas. The molecules, now second statement, the molecules of monatomic gas have more degrees of freedom than diatomic gas. That is also wrong because for monatomic gas degree of freedom is 3 and for diatomic gas degree of freedom is 5. Okay, so both the statements are wrong for question number 30. Now question number 31. So for question number 31, at NTP the sample of equal volume of chlorine and as well as oxygen is taken, then the ratio of number of molecules. Okay, so equal volume is given, so we can say that the ratio of number of molecules will be 1:1. Okay, by Avogadro law. So the answer is option number 4, 1:1. Now question number 32. A polyatomic gas with n degrees of freedom has mean energy per molecule given by, so we know that mean energy per molecule is given by, E is given by, n is the Avogadro number and n is the degree of freedom. So it is given F by 2 kT. Okay, so F is given as n by 2 into kT. F is given as n, so the answer will be n by 2 kT. So that is given in option number 2. Okay, so option number 2 is correct. Now question number 33. RMS velocity of nitrogen molecule at NTP is, so they are asking the RMS value of nitrogen molecule. Okay, so we know that Vrms is given by under root of 3 RT by m. So at NTP 3 into the value of R is 8.3, temperature is 300 divided by m is 28 for nitrogen. Okay, and that will be in kg, so 28 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so if we solve this, we will get answer as around 517 meter per second. So answer is 517 meter per second. Okay, now we will move on to question number 34. So in question number 34, the kinetic energy of translation of 20 gram of oxygen at 47 degrees Celsius is, okay, so kinetic energy, we know that kinetic energy is given by F by 2 m into small r into t. Small r means r by m. Okay, so this we can write down as E will be equals to F for oxygen. So F will be equals to the kinetic energy of translation for only translational kinetic energy they are asking. Okay, so F value will be 3 by 2 into m. Mass is given as 20 grams. So 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 into R by m. So R is 8.3 divided by m is for O2 it is 32 into 10 to the power minus 3 into temperature is given as 47. So 47 degree Celsius will be equals to 47 plus 273 Kelvin. So it is how much? 320. So this is 320. So if you calculate this, the value of E will be equals to 2490 joules. Okay, this will cancel out. So it will be 2490 joules. This is 10 and this is also 10. So 8 into 3 24. So like this way, approximate answer will be 2490 joules. Now we will move on to question number 35. So for question number 35, the pressure of CO2 real gas in a container is given by, so pressure is given as RT by 2V minus B minus A by 4V square. Okay. So then the mass of the gas in container. So they are asking the mass of gas in container. Okay. So if you compare this equation with the real gas equation, that is P plus mu square means number of this moles square by A by V square, V minus N into B is equals to T. Clear? So from this we can say that P will be P, if you convert this into the given format, it will be mu RT by V minus mu B minus mu square A by V square. Okay. So if you compare this, what is the value of mu? Mu, how much we are getting? If you compare this equation with this one, mu value will be equals to 1 by 2. Okay. A by B square. So P is equals to mu RT by mu V minus mu B. Correct. So it will be equals to how much? 1 by 2. Okay. So mu is 1 by 2. Now we know that mu is equals to small m by capital M. So mu is 1 by 2. Yes. Now they are asking the for CO2. So small m divided by capital M. For CO2 it will be how much? CO2, they are asking CO2. So it is 12 plus 16. 38. So 38 divided by 2 is, sorry, CO2 actually they have given. So it will be equals to 16 and plus 16. So that is plus 12 plus this is 16 plus 16. So it will be how much? 44. So it will be 44. So m will be equals to 44 by 2, that is 22. So for this question, answer will be 22. Okay. Now we will move on to question number 36. So the RMS speed of the molecules of a gas at the pressure 10 to the power 5 Pascal and the temperature at 0 degree Celsius is 0.5 kilometer per second. Okay. If the pressure is kept constant but the temperature is raised to 819 degree Celsius, the RMS speed will become. So we know that V RMS is directly proportional to root of temperature. Okay. So we can say that V RMS 1 by V RMS 2 will be equals to under root of T1 by T2. Okay. So that we can add on as under root of initial temperature is 0 degree Celsius means 273 divided by 819. So 819 plus 273, that is equals to 1091. So that is 1091. Okay. So if you solve this, so we can say that Vrms1 is given as 0.5. So 0.5 divided by Vrms2 will be equals to 273 by, this is 1092. Okay. So 366, this is 91. Then it will be equals to around, we can cancel it by 4, around approximately it will be 4, so it will be 1 under root of 1 by 4. So V2 we can write down as 0.5 into root of 4 is 2, so that is 1 kilometer per second, because this velocity is given in kilometer per second, so the final answer will also be in kilometer per second. Okay. Now we will move on to question number 37. So for question number 37, 1 liter of helium gas at pressure 76 centimeter of Hg and temperature 27 degree is heated till its pressure and volume becomes double. Find the final temperature attained by the gas. Okay. So we know that PV is equals to nRT. Okay, so number of moles will remain same, then we can say that P1 V1 by T1 is equals to P2 V2 by T2. Okay. So 1 liter of helium gas at the pressure of 76 centimeter of Hg. Okay, so 76, 1 liter divided by temperature is 27 degrees Celsius, means 300 Kelvin, is equals to P2. Its pressure and volume becomes double, so that is 2 times of 76 into 2 times of volume divided by temperature is T2. Okay, so we can say that 76 will cancel out, so T2 will be equals to 1200, 300 into 4, but the answers are given in degree Celsius, so minus 273, so that will be equals to 7 to 927 degree Celsius. Okay. So for question number 37 the answer is 4. Now we will move on to question number 38. So for question number 38, a flask is filled with 13 gram of an ideal gas at 27 degrees Celsius and its temperature is raised to 52 degrees Celsius. The mass of the gas that has to be released to maintain the temperature of the gas in the flask at 52 degrees Celsius and the pressure remaining the same is. Okay. So they are asking the mass released. So actually they have given that pressure is same. A flask is filled with the 13 gram of an ideal gas. So we know that PV we can write down as T. Okay. So pressure, volume and R is same according to the question, then we can say that mass is this is inversely proportional to temperature. Okay. So we can say that M1 by M2 is equals to T2 by T1. Okay. So now 13 gram of ideal gas at 27 degrees Celsius and its temperature is raised to 52 degrees Celsius. Okay, 52 degrees Celsius. So we can say that M1 is 13 divided by M2, we can calculate, and T2 is 52 degrees Celsius. So 52 degrees Celsius means 273 plus 52. So 325 divided by temperature is 27. 27 means 300. Okay. So M2 will be equals to 300 into 13 divided by 325. Okay. So it will be equals to 12, approximately m2 you will get as 12. So m2 we are getting 12 means how much mass is released? Released mass will be equals to 13 minus 12, that is 1 gram. Approximately 12 we are getting. Okay. So for question number 38 answer is 1 gram. Now question number 39. So for question number 39, the pressure and temperature of two different gases is P and T having the volume V for each. They are mixed keeping the same volume and temperature. The pressure of the mixture will be, okay. So we can say that, see, PV is equals to nRT. So from this we can write down as N is equals to PV by RT, okay. So now when it is mixed, final pressure we can consider as P dash, okay. So N1 we can write down as P1 V1 by R T1, N2 will be equals to P2 V2 R T2. Clear? So the pressure and the temperature of the two different gases is P and T having the volume V of each, okay. Volume is same, they are mixed, so pressure is also same, so we can write down as pressure, volume and temperature is same. So everything is same, so this is N1, this is N2, okay. So final pressure we can consider as P dash. So what will be the value of P dash? P dash will be equals to N1 plus N2 R into T by V, okay. So if you put the values here, what you will get? It will be equals to N1 plus N2 is 2 PV by RT into RT by V. So RT will cancel out, V and V will cancel out, so P dash will be equals to 2 times of P, okay. P dash will be, P dash we can write down as equals to total number of moles R into T, because temperature will remain same. Now we will move on to question number 40. So for question number 40, the specific heat at constant volume for a monatomic argon is 0.075 kilocalories per kg per Kelvin, while its gram molecular specific heat Cv is equals to 2.98 calories per mole per Kelvin. The mass of argon atom is, so they are asking the mass of argon atom, okay. So we know that Cv is given by m into Cv, okay. So m we can write down as capital Cv by small cv, okay. So that is given as 2.98 divided by, and this is given as 0.075, okay. So if you solve this, how much you will get? 39.7. So 39.7 we got. Now actually what they are asking, mass they are asking. So to calculate mass, the specific heat at constant volume for the monatomic argon gases, while its gram molecular specific heat is this. So mass they are asking for question number 40. So mass will be, the mass of argon atom is, the mass of the argon atom is, so actually yes, this is the molecular weight. Molecular weight, they are not asking the mass of gas, they are asking the mass of atom, okay. So mass of atom will be equals to, how many atoms are there in this? 6, equals to Avogadro number. So mass of one atom will be equals to 39.7 divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So that will be equals to 6.60 into 10 to the power minus 23 grams. Clear? So this is the answer. So actually they are asking the mass of one argon atom. That is the answer. Now question number 41. So question number 41 is, the kinetic energy of 1 gram molecules of a gas at normal temperature and pressure, okay. kinetic energy of 1 gram molecule. So we know that kinetic energy is given by 3 by 2 RT. So that is 3 by 2, R is 8.31 into temperature is normal temperature 27 degrees Celsius, that will be equals to 300 Kelvin. Okay. So if you solve this, answer will be 3.4 into 10 to the power 3 joules, because this will become 4.15. So answer will be 3.4 into 10 to the power 3 joules. Okay. Question number 41. So now we will move on to question number 42. So question number 42 is 5 moles of oxygen is heated at constant volume from 10 degrees Celsius to 20 degrees Celsius. So the change in the internal energy of the gas. So they are asking the change in internal energy. So we know that delta U is given by N CV delta T. So that will be equals to, number of moles are 5. CV is, CV we can write on as Cp minus R, because Cp minus Cv is equals to R. So Cv we can write on as Cp minus R into delta T. So delta T, so that will be equals to 5 into Cp is 8. So 8 minus 8.31 divided by, so this is in joules. Okay, so to convert into calories, 4.18 into delta T is 10 degrees, from 10 degrees to 20 degrees Celsius. So it will be 10. Okay, so multiply by 10. So how much you will get? It will be equals to 300 calories. So answer is 300 calories. Okay, calculations. So after that we will move on to question number 43. So for question number 43, a cylinder of capacity 20 liters is filled with H2 gas. The total average kinetic energy of translatory motion of its molecule is 1.5 into 10 to the power 5 joules. The pressure of hydrogen in the cylinder is, so energy is given by 3 by 2 PV. So P we can write on as 2 by 3 E by V, 2 by 3 by V. Okay, so we can replace the values here. So 2 into E value is given as 1.5 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 3 into V. So V is given as 20 liters. Okay, so V is given as 20 liters. So 20 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube. So we have to convert that into meter cube. So 1 liter is equals to 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube. So if you solve this, answer will be 5 into 10 to the power 6 Newton per meter square as a unit of pressure. Okay. Now we will move on to question number 44. So question number 44 is, the molecules of a given mass of gas have RMS velocity of 200 meter per second at 27 degrees Celsius and pressure is given as 1.0 into 10 to the power 5 Newton per meter square. When the temperature is 127 degrees Celsius and the pressure is this, the RMS velocity. Okay, we know that Vrms is proportional to root of temperature. So we can say that V1 by V2 will be equals to under root of T1 by T2. So V1 is given as 200, V2 we have to calculate under root of T1. T1 is 27, 27 means 300 Kelvin, T2 is 127, so 273 plus 127, so it will be equals to 400. Okay, so it is 400. So we can say that V2 will be equals to 400 by root 3. 400 by root 3. So answer is option number 1. Now we will move on to question number 45. Okay. So again what they have given, two identical glass bulbs are interconnected by thin tube, glass tube. Glass is filled in this bulb at NTP. If one of the bulb is placed in ice, other bulb is placed in the hot bath, then the pressure of the gas becomes 1.5 times the temperature of hot bath they are asking. Okay. So this question is similar to the previously we have solved question number 6. Okay. here also we have